part of our last moment revision for the examination, I am going to discuss a very important topic from the chapter of trigonometry. As you all know, trigonometry is playing a very vital role in your studies in 10th. So as those who are going to appear for 11th and 12th science, trigonometry will be again playing a very vital role not only in terms of mathematics but for physics, chemistry as well. So today I am going to discuss the topic which will be asked definitely for minimum 3 to 5 marks as a term of objective or as a short question. So I am discussing about the topic of the special angles in trigonometry. As you all know, we have 6 main trigonometric functions such as sine, cosine, tangent, sec, cosec and cot. And we have some special measurements for their angles which are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So what the question I am talking about will be asked either in 1 or 2 marks or in 3 marks sometimes. This type of special angles will also be required in the topic of applications of the trigonometry, where you people are usually solving the questions which are based on height and distance. So today I will give you a very good trick to recall or to prepare the trigonometric table. There is no need to mug up the values. See, friends, if you try to mug up the values, there are chances you will definitely forget or will commit some mistake during your examination. So it is always better to prepare the table. As you all know, before the commencement of your examination, you will be given your answer sheet first, and then after there will be some gap between your question paper and commencing the examination. So better you prepare your table at the last page of your answer sheet. So let us try to crack the technique how to prepare the table. For that, we will simply write all these 6 trigonometric functions here, such as sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. See, basically we will be focusing on this sequence, sine, cos and tan. Then after you can jumble the sequence, that's not an issue. Followed by this columns, we will be now preparing the special angles such as 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So many students are always trying to mug up the sequence of sine or cos or any one and then after try to prepare the other table. But I tell you, this is absolutely wrong method, because as and when you try to mug up, there are all chances that you may forget the values in between. So it is always better to prepare the table here. So to prepare it, we have a very good technique, I can say. So to prepare that, just above this special row, we will be putting up the values starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. After this step, you need to divide all these 5 values with 4 itself. So we all divide with 4. All will be divided by 4. And after this, you just have to do the square root. That's it. So let's do all the square root. Let us apply to each and every terms. And your answers for this sequence will be nothing but your answers for the sine values. Just look into this. 0 upon 4, we all know it is 0 and square root of 0 is 0 itself. Similarly, 1 upon 4, you can take the individual square root here. Square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2, followed by 2 by 4. So first of all, we can have internal cancellation here, 1 by 2, and if you take the root, it becomes 1 by root 2. So the value of sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2, followed by 3 by 4, under root 3 will remain as it is, and we know that root of 4 is nothing but 2, and this 4 by 4 will definitely gives you 1. So this is how we can simply prepare the values of sine. Now, how to prepare the rest of the values? It will be all dependent on this first row. The series or the values of cos are nothing but the exact reverse sequence of sine. So we start with 1 to write here in place of 0, that means cos 0 is 1, followed by root 3 by 2, that gives you cos 30 as root 3 by 2, followed by 45, 1 upon root 2, then 1 by 2, and see. I am not doing any special things, I am simply reverting the sequence of sine to prepare the values of cos. Now, you know very well the formula or the relation between sine, cos and tan. A very well-known ratio we know, that is tan theta is equals to sine theta upon cos theta. So, here also we will apply the same rule by dividing this 0 and 1. So, we will divide this cosine series with sine series. We know that 0 upon 1 gives you 0 only. 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. Definitely this 2 will be getting cancelled out and you will be getting the answer as 1 by root 3. 1 upon root 2, 1 upon root 2, as we have the division of the same values, resulting will be 1, followed by root 3 by 2, 1 by 2 will give you root 3, and as we all know, anything upon 0 will never be defined. So, we are not here to show anybody this table, so we will simply write dash 1 upon 0 dash, or I can say undefined. But we are not supposed to write that part. Now, the exact reverse sequence of tan is nothing but the cot value, right? Or else you can say that this cosec, sec and cot are the pure reciprocals of sine, cos and tan. Reciprocal in the sense, if the value of sine is 1 by 2, then value of cosec will be 2. So we all know the reciprocal of sine is cosec. So once we want to prepare the sequence of cosec, we will do the reciprocals of each of these values. Let's begin with 0. 1 upon 0, we all know it is not defined, so I'll put up dash. 1 upon 2, the reciprocal is 2. Then root 2, 1 upon root 2's reciprocal is root 2. That means cos 45 will give you root 2. Then cosec 60, that is reciprocal of root 3 by 2, that is 2 by root 3, and of course reciprocal of 1 is 1 only, right? And again, as like cos is exact reverse sequence of sine, sec is also having the same property, it is exact reverse sequence of cosec. So we can start from this 1, writing in the reverse order, 1, 2 by root 3, root 2, 2 and dash. And lastly, the series of cot, the sequence of cot will be nothing but the reciprocal of tan, or in other words I can say you can write the sequence exactly in the reverse order of tan. So we begin with dash root 3, right, dash root 3, then 1, 1 by root 3, and lastly it is 0. So you can observe all these values are ready now for us, that is sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. For the special angles, I say 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Now, you have some doubt in your mind where such kind of questions will be there. This type of questions will be there in your section A for 1 mark, followed by sometimes you have the questions in section B for 2 marks, and one definite question for application of trigonometry which will be asked in 2 or 3 marks irrespective of your paper is of standard or basic. So with this reference we will discuss one very important question which is frequently asked in our examination, that whenever you have two special values given, tan a plus b is root 3 and tan a minus b is 1 by root 3, where it is with the condition that 0 is less than a plus b is less than or equals to 90 degree. That means the addition of angle A and B will never go above 90 degree. And not only that, it is clearly mentioned here that A is greater than B. See, what is the beauty of this question is, this question is not only involves the trigonometry, but also it will involve your chapter number 3, that is linear equations. So let us try to check how to crack such type of questions. So if you observe here, left hand side, I'll start in this way. Given left hand side is 10a plus b is 6 root 3, sorry. That's root 3 is given. And if you refer the table again, root 3, where root 3 comes in our table? At 60 degree. So here with the reference of the table only, without mugging up or without remembering or without doing any kind of more efforts, we simply write down here, this angle A plus B is nothing but having the value of 60 degree, and we will box it up and give equation number 1, followed by the another one, 10a minus b. That gives you the value 1 by root 3 is given. So again, if I refer my table, 1 by root 3 in the table of 10 comes at 30 degree, right? So simply replace this part with the equation a minus b equals to 30 degree. And now if you see equation number 1 and 2, it clearly reminds you the data of your chapter number 3, that is linear equation. And how to solve? It's very simple. By the format of elimination method we can solve. So I'll simply write like this, from 1 and 2, I'll just write the questions in this way, a b 60 degree and a minus b is equals to 30 degree. And now if we apply the pure elimination process, that means we need to add them. A plus a gives you 2a. Definitely plus b minus b will get cancelled out. Followed by 60 plus 30, it gives you 90 degree. And hence, if you divide 90 with 2, you will be getting your answer as 45 degree. So answer of A is 45 degree, and now we can put this value A in either of the equation 1 or 2 to get the value of B. So of course it is better to involve the positive equation, right? So let's put A in 1. So you get 45 degree plus B is equals to 60 degree. And of course, if you keep B at the left hand side and take this 45 degree to right hand side, it gives you 60 degree minus 45 degree. So B is equals to 15 degree is your answer. So this is how you can easily solve such questions, by preparing the table without mugging up, and you can solve so many such questions which gives you cash marks in your examination. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.